It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. It's the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Texas Tech head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Mountaineers offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Entering play call, coach person at Nickel 3-3. Cover 4 pawns. Left X 2 man.
Hawkins. Out wide right, it's Cook. Breaks the tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
Left on 2 man.
Running inside, it's Cook. Defense all over him. The Mountaineers headed quickly to the line.
Right on 2 men.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Trying to get started. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Red Raiders offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David. And we're looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They're going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it. That line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Drives inside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
And it'll be down right there. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They think there's room to run to the right here. Just smothered on the play. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15.
And one thing we know about a Rich Rodriguez offense, it's about running the football. So you know what you need? You need a good running back. You know who he went and got? The nation's leading runner.
Found the seam on the left. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him at the 38 after the huge gain.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Nice move there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll ride the hot hand. There he goes. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. The Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Michael Hawkins keeping his eyes downfield. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Unloads to the wideout. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
Touchdown, Mountaineers. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
There are 8 categories.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Straight ahead, it's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Between the hashes, it's Hudson. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They go play action with Hawkins. Right side, it's Sapp. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wide jack. There are 4 categories. You have 21 options. Cover 9 zone is selected.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top, and we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second.
Entering base model screen. Nickel. Dot. Edge blitz 3. Cover 4 quarters.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line. Hawkins from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Back to pass, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Carter. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Gets the back moving. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Simmons. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Long way to go on second down. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Left side is Simmons. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Entering play call, favorites, drag slot Hank, DBL Inks, AHMTN Mesh.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw one first. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
Driver, Hank, DBL, AHM, X-Hatter, RPO alert bubble.
And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back, it's Hammond. He makes a catch. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
From the red zone, it's Dickey. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, that's unfortunate. This receiver's got real strong hands, and that's why they put this play in their playbook. They know if he goes down the field, jumps up, he's got the hands to bring it in on that play. He just couldn't get it done.
Makes the grab. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Good, right down the boulevard. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Ball, you have 5 options. Kickoff left is selected.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
3, cover 4 zone.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook.
Left on 2 man.
They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You have 21 options. Cover 9 zone is selected.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Complete downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Rashad Downs going up top. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got his man downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
One of the things I like about this tight end is he's a target vertically down the field. That was a post route that time. And you want to try to cover him with a linebacker, probably not going to be fast enough. You want to cover him with the safety, probably not going to be big enough. That's the matchup nightmare this guy can be, and his quarterback well aware of it on that throw.
Concept, special team, field goal. There are 6 categories.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. He got it. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime.
There are 5 categories. You have 15 options.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Yellow Jackets, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. They've now won 8 consecutive games. It's one of the longest win streaks in the history of that program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game in Lubbock. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, 3rd down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
Screen, you have 5 options.
And the Mountaineers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
There are 8 categories. You have
what did they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Mountaineers head coach. Guys, we may have an upset brewing. As you know, this team came in here not highly ranked and highly regarded, but that doesn't matter. The players on the field have had something to say, and they are really taking this game to the home team. We'll see if there's an upset continuing here in the second half. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Out wide right, it's Dickey. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Out wide left, it's Hudson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hudson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The run inside. It's Sticky. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Breaks into the open. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with...
Makes the grab! Touchdown, Red Raider! They take the lead with the 6. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
You have 15 options. Padded empty selector.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia starts this drive, and the offense looks ready to go. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Holds on, it's sacked. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that will be plenty for the first down. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Quick give. It's Cook. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go.
Entering play call, tight. There are 5 cat. Nickel, 3. Cover 3 cloud. Cover 2 man.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They go play action with Hawkins. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
3 wide jack. There are 4 categories. You have 20. Right on 2 man.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Hawkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's Strachan. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Flip it out to the back on the screen. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Well, they caught the defense off guard with that play right there. Here they are in field goal range. It's 3rd and short. You know, the odds say it's going to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They get a big play now setting up first and goal.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They move on top here on the 4th.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing 2 heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
You have 7 options. 5, 4, 2. Return left is selected.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Drive right corner.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Looking for a man, it's Hammond. Right side, it's Hudson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Hits the hole, it's Dickey. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Left side is Carter. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Entering base model screen. Drive.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. In traffic, it's Carter. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Fires it. Active hands from the defense, forcing that incomplete pass.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now, it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but it depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
And the try is no good. And guys, still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
3, cover 1 LB, cover 9, cover 4, cover 2 man.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Out wide right, it's Brake. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on 1st down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Edge blitz 3. Cover 4, cover 2 man.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
2 to 4 low.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Had the completion on the last play, but they didn't get any yards, so it's 3rd down. Look out! Gets away, still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their 2nd timeout.
There are 6 categories.
And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team.
Entering play call, favorites. There are 8 inside cross.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll send the back in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And obviously the clock's not going to run out, but, man, they're cutting down the number of plays they can run by running the football. Only one timeout. They need to attack the sidelines or deep down.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Entering play call, person. Return to hub this. Enter. Yes, exit to menu. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Entering profile screen.